Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA Cardano. Cardano is breaking down as the general market. Yeah, we've seen a little bit of a dip today, which is at least some movement, and we seem to be dropping out of the range here to the downside, which is sort of what we expected. Yeah, we talked in the previous video here about this triangle pattern into the apex, moving into an apex here and dip down. And so far the green candle is quite weak. With that 42.4 cent level, we've also touched another key support level. So we have broken below the D low, the wave D low. That is already a first indication that this larger triangle is breaking out to the downside. Remember, we talked about it. We talked about this key level here. If we consider the whole thing, the whole sideways range, this boring, torturing range that started basically in May, if we consider that as an ABCDE triangle, which eventually will break to the downside because the wave E is at the top here. Yeah, so you would normally expect such a triangle to break out to the opposite side of a wave E if your wave count is correct. And based on that, that is what we did. First indication was here a few days ago, when we broke below the trend line. Now, as you know, next indication is always a break below the wave D low. Now that is 42.5 cents. We're now at 42.4. Now I wouldn't consider that a sustainable break yet. We're pretty much at the same level, aren't we? But is it basically where we are, right? So we broke below it. It's an indication that we are going down, but it's not a sustainable break yet. For me, that is not enough yet. A real confirmation that the triangle breaks is then a drop below the 40.3 cent level. That is the wave B low here that we marked on the 13th of July. But overall, the focus is here further to the downside. So if you see this drop further, that will be strongly in line with expectation here and in line with the overall wave count that suggests lower prices. We talked about this current wave pattern here, a wave 3 to the downside. That third wave, target for the third wave. Now let's look at that as well. The target for the third wave is actually the 1.618 extension, so the 40.3 cent level. That is basically exactly the same level like the wave B low. So it will be very interesting. Let's see if we get there. I think with further weakening of the market here, maybe that will happen over the day, throughout the day and tomorrow. I've heard there is some kind of is it unplanned Fed meeting? I haven't looked further into it, but maybe that is another catalyst for another move to the downside. In the last few days, this sideways movement has really been a bit difficult, and it seems like we are breaking down now. So that is in line with expectations. So unless we can now reclaim the triangle again, and get back basically above the 44.2 cent level, I think we're heading down straight away. See if we get down to the 40.3 cent level. But as you can see, this level is not lost yet. We're basically still there at 42.5 cents. So generally for ADA, the focus is still on the downside. Again, even if we make it higher, this doesn't mean bullish. Then a lot needs to happen now for ADA, because the wave down, the movement down, those patterns to the downside are not yet filled. We need to see them filled to consider any move to the upside as something bullish. If they are not filled yet, 5 waves down here, I consider any move to the upside, unless we really go really high and would go above 52 cents. Unless that's the case, I will not consider any move to the upside bullish. It would rather be corrective. So let's see. We have now pulled back to support that key level here, 42.4, 42.5 cents. Let's see if it breaks today or tomorrow. And if it does, then 40.3 cents will be the next target. Yeah, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.